Hey guys, what's going on? Again, it's been a long time since I've made one of these videos, but anyways, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about fake influencers. Now, I've been doing Instagram influencer marketing for quite some time now, and I've actually kind of stopped doing it recently, and in this video I'm going to be revealing to you fake influencers, and that really plays a big part in the reason why I actually stopped doing influencer marketing and moved into Facebook ads. So with that being said, let's just jump into my computer and get started. Okay guys, so fake influencers. Now obviously, Instagram influencer marketing is just a big topic. Loads of YouTubers are talking about it. And it's really like a great way for people who are new to dropshipping, or not even dropshipping, just building their own brand, drive traffic to their store and make sales. And this is just how I started out, and it's been going really well for me. But recently, some things have gone sideways. So one of the main reasons why I've actually stopped recently doing Instagram influencer marketing is because of these fake pages, these scammers. So in this video, I'm just going to be breaking down to you exactly what you shouldn't do, what you should look out for, and just general tips to help you with Instagram influencer marketing, especially if you want to stay in the game for a long time. That being said, there are many influencer pages out there, and around 90% of the ones that you do come across are hassle-free. Then they're just legit people, they're ethical, and they do what you say. So you pay them via PayPal, and they post perfect timing, nothing wrong with them. But there's always this 10% of pages. Now, you can't control this because there's just unethical people out there. But 10% of the pages you work for just try to take your money, they try to scam you. And from my experience of working with influencers, I'm just going to give you a few examples of pages that will scam you and just other general tips. So, number one, examples of pages that will try to scam you. LMAO and singers. Now, let's just go to their Instagram page first so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Just loads. Okay, so LMAO and singers. Now, if you look at them off the bat, so let's just look at one of their posts. Nearly 1 million views here, 1.4 million views, 2 million, 700, 1.3 million views. Most of them are getting more than 1 million views, so that itself looks really good. So off the bat, the engagement looks really good. And both of these pages are actually owned by the same person, because I've worked with both these pages and they have the same PayPal and the same kick. And so post on these two pages total, and I've done this before, so this is for an 8-hour post. They charge $550. Now if you think about it, for the engagement they get, let me just pull out the other page. So let's say they get 87k likes with 1 million views, and let's go to the other page as well. They also get around 1 million views, 167,000 likes. So let's just say together they have more than 200,000 likes, and that's definitely a good price if it's only $550. So you think, okay, it's a good value for money, good this and that, but actually you shouldn't do this deal because they're both scammers. Now let me explain. So what the page owner is actually doing for these two pages, now you can see all they're posting is videos. So let's just look at one of their recent videos. This was posted 22 hours ago and it's got 608,000 views. Now let's look at the one before it. It was posted on the 14th of September, which is 3 weeks ago now, 2 weeks. So what the owner is basically doing is he's obviously smart, because he's scamming dropshippers because they've been taught to look at engagement. So if you go to most other YouTubers who are teaching about Instagram influencer marketing, even me, I tell you to look at the pages, the amount of likes they're getting, the video views, and then from that you decide how much to pay them for a shout out. So what he does is actually post every single day on his page. He posts every single day, and within 1 hour he's able to tell if that post will do really good or really bad. So from that information that he has, okay, this post is going to do really good, he just leaves the post up. But only once in every 14 days, or well, just as we can look at, let's see when this post came out. This post came out the 3rd of September. See, this one came out on the July the 8th. So what's that? That's nearly a month over a month gap between these two posts, just because of every single post he's posted after this. So right now it might just look like he's posted this and then he's posted this, but really he's posted like maybe at least 30 different posts between these two, but they all did really bad. So within the first hour, he's just deleted them. But at face value, from looking back at it now, it looks like he's getting really good engagement. But probably all the other videos that he's posted between these two have only got 200k views, 300k views, and he knows that if a dropshipper looks around at his page, it will look really bad, so he just deletes them. So yeah, for these type of pages, they just delete their posts, and the only way you can really know if they're scammers or if they're being unethical with the pages by showing you fake engagement is just looking at the posting times between them. So this was the 6th of July, 8th of July. So there's not much difference between that. But look, September the 3rd, July. That's 2 months, sorry, my bad. And this one's September the 4th. Okay, there's some exceptions here. But then September the 12th. So you would think that you would post more than 2 things between the 4th and the 12th. And especially here, this 2-month gap. So even if you check Social Blade, for a certain time period it looks good. But generally, it's just going down. So these are the only 2 ways you can know if these pages are scams or not. So even if they're getting good engagement, first of all, their followers might be fake, which I haven't gone into. But just looking at the Social Blade as well, they're losing followers every single day. A big drop here. And let's go to Singers as well. Singers, yeah, they're also losing quite a lot of followers. Especially here. So yeah, both pages lost a big amount on the 29th yesterday, which is weird. But anyway, so that's the first type of page you want to look out for. So just check if the page is posting consistently, like at least daily. Some of the best pages post 2-3 times a day. Some other like meme pages post like 10-20 times a day, but then they still maintain good engagement because they have worldwide followers. But pages like this, who just specialize in viral videos, they'll try and scam you. So you have to check when's the last time they posted and what's the gap between their posting schedules. If it's really inconsistent, like okay, they posted 2 one day, and both those videos got over 1 million views, and then they waited 2 months to do their next post, then that's kind of iffy, and just avoid them. So it might be over 10% engagement rate, but doesn't mean the page is good. And yeah, so going back to the example, I bought a shout out on these 2 pages for $550, and I was expecting to make like at least 1,000 in profit, to be honest, because my product was really hot at the time and no one was advertising it. But instead, I lost around $300 just on that post, which goes to show. I mean, I barely got any traffic from the pages, and yeah, it just goes to show that these types of pages aren't worth it. Okay, so let's move on to the second example. Now this page is called Facts Daily. What's wrong with this? Let's just go there. Facts Daily. Oh, we have to follow them. Okay, I'm just going to quickly switch accounts because I'm... Okay, so I just quickly switched accounts and let's get back to it. So, if we just look for the engagement at the page, okay, let's forget about that. 118k, 190k, 138k. Quite a lot of likes. I mean, if they only have 10 million followers, so it's a good around a 1% engagement, which is really good for a page of that size. But you have to think about it. Is it realistic for a page of that size to get that amount of likes? I mean, I know a few pages do get quite viral posts, but 190k likes. You would think that the page has to be really good quality. So you have to check if the engagement is real. So this is what I've been scammed by this page. And yeah, let's go back to it. So if they were posting daily and maintaining the engagement, it's believable, okay? So for these guys, I mean, they're not posting daily. They're posting every 1 week, I think. 6th, 25th. So they're posting exactly every single 1 week. And so, like I said in my previous point, if it's consistent, then it's more believable if they're getting this kind of engagement. But because it's weekly, you have to, relook at, check if it's all right. So, from my experience, I know it's fake anyway. I bought a post on this page for $380, and if you can check right here, the comments, they're just, the owner of the page is like boosting all its posts with people commenting pizza and long strings of words on it. So okay, there's quite a few tags here, but if you go to the very top of the page, very top of the post, then you would see that all the comments at the top are just people spamming the same letter over and over again. So basically, the owner is boosting, faking their engagement just because they know people who want to buy shoutouts. That's the only thing they look at. So look, this was posted 23 minutes ago, and you can see all the posts at the top. It's just people spamming one letter. And I'm sure if we go up, look, just they're spamming one letter over and over again. And this is how the page builds up so many comments. So you would think, oh, they got 226 comments in 23 minutes. But in fact, look, it's just people spamming these letters. And yeah. So that's the main point with this page. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend this page if you were going to buy a shout out on it. But yeah, so always check the comment section of every single post on the influencer. You don't have to spend a long time going through it. If they're posting daily and they're getting that amount of comments, okay, it's believable. It's just a really good page. But if it's not daily, you need to check if the comments are first of all from real people. Let's check if they're from real people. That's by just clicking on their profile. And if they have a profile picture, then they're real. So these people might be real. Maybe not this person. Might be real, but then because they're spamming comments, you would think that they're bot or they're being incentivized to actually do it. So some of the people that spam comments are even being told, hey, I will follow you if you just spam this 100 times on my post. And these pages are really good at, having influence over other people just because they are who they are. And people like it when people with like 1 million followers follows them. So yeah, they're being incentivized to do it. And you also want to check if there's any other ads running on the page. So mostly pages with above 1 million followers run at least 2 ads a day. And you just want to check on the engagement of the ad. So let's say this is kind of a dead product right now, but the grooming glove, the pet grooming glove. So typically you would work out, let's say you knew a good page, find out how many likes it got on that page when someone posted it. I think that exact ad was posted on the World Star official page and it got around 25,000 likes. So with that same information, you can check if it was posted on this page. It should be getting at least 10,000 likes for it to be considered quality. But then if you see that it's only getting 2,000 likes or 3,000 likes, then you know, hey, this page is just fake. You won't get any sales from it and it won't do you any good. So yeah, these pages normally post 2 or 3 shoutouts a day. Maybe not for 24 hours, maybe just 2 or 3 hours, to be honest. So you always have to check up on them. But you normally just see them as they go. Like, I don't spend time going through this every single day. It just pops up on my feed. So yeah, this might be down now. Yeah, so at the time I created this stock, a couple of days ago actually, the ad actually only reached 16,000 people in the 3 hours it was posted. And for me, they charged $375. I contacted them recently to check if their prices have changed, and now it's $400. So this person only paid $400 for a post that only reached 16,000 people. Now, if you know with Facebook, you could reach around 16,000. You could reach 16,000 people with way less than $100. So yeah, this just tells you that this page is a scam. If you're doing a video ad, it's really easy to know if it's good or not. If it's a photo, then maybe loads of people have seen it, but not many people have liked it. But there's still like a general rule of thumb, around 1 in maybe 10 people will like an ad that they see on Instagram. So yeah, they only reached 16,000 people in 3 hours, which is terrible. Some of the best pages I've worked with, one page I paid $80 to, and they reached over 400,000 people in the whole time of the post. So yeah. Anyway, we're moving on to the third example of pages that are trying to scam you. School stories, scratch stories, gentleman handbook, popular stories, success tip. Basically anything with stories in it. So yeah, let's just look through one of these pages and I'll explain to you what I mean by scamming fake. So again, 1.7 million followers, 122k likes, everything's above 100k likes, which is super impressive. What's that? So that's above, yeah, I'll say it's a 10% engagement rate, maybe just below that. 10% engagement is epic, especially for a really big page. For small pages, at least 3% is what you should be getting. If you're above 1 million followers, I think 2% is understandable. If you're above like 5 million followers, 1% is understandable. And of course, for celebrities, they get like 10% anyways, even if they have 100 million followers, like Ronaldo. Okay, maybe not Ronaldo, but a few of them do, just because they're so connected to their audience. But anyway, if you come across a page with this good of an engagement rate, you have to ask yourself 2 questions. First of all, is it real? Well, you would look at the dates that they're posting. Okay, they're posting consistently, so that's not flag. So they're posting consistently, so surely it must be real. And let's check at the comments, which is the second thing I went over recently. You see they're all tagging each other. It looks real. I mean, there's no fake comments here. When was this posted? 1 day ago. There's no fake. People are really commenting. So that just ticks off the 2 things I was criticizing the other people for. First of all, not posting consistently, which this page is doing, and the fake comments thing, which this page definitely does not seem to be doing. It's all real people commenting. So, why am I saying these pages? Actually, all these pages are scams. Let's just look for another one of these pages. Quickly go into it. And I've brought shoutouts from all these pages, and now I've learned my lesson. This page actually was suspended recently, so I can't go to that one. Instagram suspend some pages. I blocked this page just because they scammed me. Let's go here. This one might also be blocked. No, okay. So yeah, 100k likes, 100k likes. Yeah, basically very good engagement. I haven't seen this ad. We'll come back to this later. Anyway, so very good engagement on this page as well. So why is this a scam? Well, great engagement, post regularly, good social blade, which I haven't gone into, but if you look at it real quick, they are consistently growing followers. Let's just go to stories. So they're consistently growing followers. It looks all legit. So, one word. The audience. The issue is the audience. Now, if you want someone to buy from you, on Facebook, typically you would target USA, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and a few other countries. But there's one country in particular, maybe there's 2 or 3 countries, but one in particular that you always exclude, because just the quality of the traffic that you get from this page is just a shockingly low quality traffic. Despite the number of people in the world that there are in that country, it won't get you any sales, no matter what you do. 1,000 people visit your site, 1,000 people leave. Maybe you get like 100 add to carts just because you think this traffic is just basically real low quality, and it's all Indian traffic. Now, I'm not hating on Indian people, I'm Indian myself, so it wouldn't make any sense for me to do so. But I spent $100 on all these pages. These people charge $300. I forgot how much this was. This was $400. And these 2 are owned by the same person. I spent around $250. And what I've learned is that Indian traffic does not convert. No matter how good the engagement is or looks like it is, it won't convert. So you can't do shoutouts on these pages with 99% Indian followings. And yeah, I've made a significant loss on these pages. And whether it's even promoting an app that you want someone to download or getting leads to a business, it just won't work. So there's no point in trying. These influencers, they don't exactly reveal to you that their audience is from India. You would think that they give you kind of a good deal, but some of them don't actually reveal to you upfront that the reason I'm giving you this kind of a low price is because my audience is from India. I mean, they are aware that Indian people don't buy as much, but you have to make sure that you ask these influencers, DM them, and if the engagement is too good to be true, then some things that are too good to be true at face value probably are too good to be true. So you have to ask them, can I see your audience insights? What % of your audience is from India? For the most of the viral video pages, the art pages, you don't have to worry about it. But for these quote pages, these success pages, that's really where the issue is. So that's what you really need to focus on. So you have to make sure you know where their audience is from. And another way is actually by checking on the comments, and if they have names, so people who comment have names like these very typical Indian names like Singh, Muhammad, Arvan. I just found these names on the internet. I've never heard someone call this. So yeah, stereotypical Indian names, Ibrahim, yeah, Pradhan, all these names that you can immediately flag it. Joker. Lots of people in India have this Joker profile. Yeah, just by looking, you can click on their profile picture, and you can just check if they're Indian. Or it might be hard to tell, but yeah, if you also they might be commenting on a different language. I'll show you what a few of the Indian things look like. So if they're commenting in language like this, then you know that they're all from India. So yeah, moving on. So even if you do get a good deal on a page with Indian traffic, let's say they have 3 million followers, good engagement rates, and they only charge $20, don't bother. And I've actually done a deal on the page I just showed you. It's called Indian Boy or something. Just Indian things. Yeah, I've done a deal on this page. The engagement wasn't this page. It was a page I got. Let me see if I can find the name. I think it was this page. Yeah. I'm not sure. I can't find the page. But anyway, it was an Indian page that basically got around 40,000 likes per post, and they're posting regularly. And I knew they were Indian page. This was after I realized I was getting scammed by them, and they only charged $20. So I was like, well, if they would get US traffic on the page, I would normally pay $120 for a post. They only charged $20. So I was like, what's there to lose? I mean, I just need 2 people or 1 person to buy something, and I'll be in profit. So I did it, and well, no sales first of all, but let me tell you something about the sales that you do get. So first of all, they are high risk of fraud. So people in India, I'm not saying they're dodgy or poor or anything, but they're most likely, there might be a chance that their card declines a payment. So it might be appearing as an order to you, but their card has declined the payment, and the money will come out from your Stripe account, and they'll actually charge you a fee, or they'll do a chargeback. Shopify payments will have to return the money to them, and they also charge you a fee. So yeah, another thing that I've seen a lot with Indian people that have bought from my store is that they fill out the checkout form improperly. So some people put their email address in the address section, which is so frustrating because one day my VA told me that a few of the orders that I was getting weren't going through. So I went to check up inside AliExpress and Oberlo, and one person literally thought where it says address. Most people would think in the Western world that means home address. They literally put their email address in there, which is annoying. So I went through on Overload, and they literally didn't supply their home address. They just put their postcode there, and they put their phone number. So I didn't even know what their real address was. So I had to obviously refund the order. And yeah, so that's annoying. Some of them don't actually, they're not familiarized with the Western world, buying online, shopping online. So you can expect things to come like them, and at least 50% of the orders from countries like India, not China so much. India and the other country, I think it was Pakistan, but I'm not quite sure about that. But definitely India. There's issues with the checkout section, and some of them, the postal system in India is kind of dodgy. Most people don't even know what road they live in. Some people write literally on the address section, the white building next to the red van in Bombay, which is just so random. Like, oh, I live next to that red van, next to that white house, and the postal system is not good over there. So I don't recommend shipping to countries like India there. And see, the first thing that happens, and my customer support manager told me about this, is most of the people from India come back requesting a refund. They ask where the order is, and the fastest way of reaching India from any of the AliExpress supplies I've seen so far takes at least 28 days. That's even with e-packet shipping. The fastest shipping method that I've seen available, it takes at least 28 days. And you would think that, some people in even Europe would accept that. But these Indian people are not happy with that. and they always email you every day like, where's my order, give me a refund, blah blah blah, and it's just annoying. So if I were you, I wouldn't even allow shipments going to India. What you can just do is go to Shopify, and in shipping settings, you just remove India from the global list and any other countries that you have loads of issues with. Sometimes I have issues with Germany as well, but I don't want to remove it as one of the countries I ship to, just because I get quite a few orders from there. And the shipping time. And loads of things get lost because the postmen in India sometimes steal some of the letters, or they take some of the goods just because obviously they're not that wealthy as well. So yeah, moving on. So I've gone through. Let's just go through what I've gone through. Pages that try to scam you. LMAO singers. They're pages who post inconsistently and they fake their engagement by doing so. 2 Facts Daily. They literally incentivize people to comment on their posts or fake like them. And I think this camera died for some time. Anyway, so it's 2 Facts Daily and 3 Indian pages. Now 4, and I believe this is my final one. But pages that reach out to you. So, what do I mean by pages that reach out to you? So if you're posting loads of shout outs on different pages, let's say you're doing really good with influencer marketing, and I think the battery's gonna die. Anyway, you're doing really good with influencer marketing. Pages follow other big pages. So let's say if I was this page, I'm this page. I'm probably following another big page, like Trolls Official, now with 3.4 million followers. So these 2 pages are following each other. So whenever someone on this page, Trolls Official, posts an ad, the owner of this page will probably see it, and they'll probably see the ad name, who posted the ad, and they'll reach out to you saying, "Hey, do you want to buy an ad for my page?" Now the only issue with that is you wouldn't typically reach out to someone asking them if they wanted to buy a shout out from you unless you weren't making money. So some of the pages that reached out to me, I'm not going to review them right now, but they're pages who typically don't perform good. So if they're not making money, they want to try sell their service, and they reach out to you. So they follow loads of big pages, and whoever posts an ad one day, they just message all of them at once with the same copy and paste message. "Hey, I saw you post on this page. Do you want to buy a shout out?" And they just keep on doing this, and chances are they're not making money and the page is not good. So that's why I don't recommend you buy from them. Now, there is a chance that some of these pages are actually really good performers. One of the good pages that did reach out to me, I don't want to reveal that actually. But yeah, that was a really profitable page. I remember I made around $600 from just one post on that page, which is really good. So there might be a chance that the page owner is just a really good salesman. He's eager to make more sales, which is understandable. But most of the pages that reach out to you after they saw your ad posted on a different page, most likely scams. The pages aren't good, and they're looking for ways to make more money because they aren't making enough money the way that it's going. These people are money thirsty, and they try to make you spend the most amount of money, and you just get a crappy promo. Let me just show you the page. What was it called? I think it was. I don't remember the page. I really want to show you an example of the page. Just give me a minute. Let's see if I can put. Yes. Let's see if this page still exists. Yeah, this page. So this page reached out to me, and have I learned my lesson? Okay. So it looks like the engagement has totally died out now. Oh no, this is not the page. Never mind. Let's just cut that bit out. Anyway, you don't want to reach out. You don't want to mess with those pages who reach out to you. They'll DM you, they'll email you, and chances are you won't get a good deal out of them. So let's not mess with them. So step number 5, and this is probably the biggest scammer that I know, and I'm gonna name and shame him right now. But his ad name is King Montoyo, or however you say it. Now, I think he's changed his username, and he keeps on changing his username. So he told me co-on one of the biggest meme pages, or a few of the biggest meme pages, on Instagram. He told me he worked with pages like A1 Sports. Told me he worked with pages like A1 Sports and a few other pages. but the truth is, he's a scammer. So what he does is he tells you that he works with these following pages, and I actually sent him $2,000 for a post on one of his pages, or a collection of his pages, but he doesn't actually own the page. And what he will do is he'll take that money and he'll try to negotiate a deal with the actual owners of the page, and he'll try to get the lowest prices possible, but he buys from them in bulk. So he's kind of like a middleman. He's kind of like a dropshipper when it comes to selling shoutouts, but he won't get the actual job delivered. He might deliver one of the 15 posts that you actually asked for, which is what I did. And yeah, so you never want to do that. So people who message you from accounts saying, oh, I own this page, this page, this page, ask them to actually message you from those accounts, because the chances are that they don't actually own those accounts if they are messaging you from there. For example, if my Instagram is AlexPhilip_1, by the way. If I reached out to you and I said I owned a page called Wilder Video, which is like a really big meme page, and I say, oh, shout out, pay me $500, I'll leave the post up forever. That's quite a good deal, and some people might actually go for it. But you don't actually know if I own that page or not. So what you should be doing, and people will reach out to you, because I'm sure of it, it's happened to me quite a lot. You have to ask them, hey, why don't you message me on that page? And if they don't message you again at all, then you know, hey, this person's a scammer. Just block them and tell your dropshipping friends never to buy from them. But they always change their usernames, so you don't know. So yeah, think about it. Why can't they directly message you on their big account? Probably because they don't own it. And yeah, that's basically it for this video on Instagram influencer pages that scam. And remember at the beginning of the video I told you this is one of the reasons I stopped doing influencer marketing. It's actually because you run into a lot of PayPal issues if you get a load of refunds, you charge back a lot of these influencers, and that's just something you don't want to be going into. So I've had an issue with PayPal when it comes directly to influencers, and I've decided just not to work with them at all anymore. Even if they're one of the really good pages that I know, I've decided just to solely focus on Facebook ads, because it's a skill that you eventually have to learn. The influencer model isn't exactly really scalable, so you have to learn how to do Facebook ads, which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, that being said, thanks for watching this video. Let's just jump into real person mode and talk to you guys a bit more. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that. My camera died or randomly shut off at least 3 times while I was recording that, which is really dodgy. I might need a new one. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you did get a lot of value from this, and you saw really the perspective that I was coming from. And yeah, so I've had a lot of influencer background. I actually own an influencer page myself, but this is really the issues that I've come with when it comes to influencers, and that's basically why I've stopped doing it. So yeah, with that being said, if you did like the video, make sure to smash the like button and leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and I will reply to you as soon as I can. Or you can message me on my Instagram, which is at AlexPhilip_1. Let's just put it there. And yeah, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Ooh, let's do it like this. And this notification bell icon, so you're notified every time I drop another awesome video, which might be tomorrow. I'm recording quite a lot of these videos right now, and I've got quite a few set up to come out very shortly, so those will be bangers as well. So I hope you enjoy them. And yeah, peace.